The former MKMVA President Kebby Maphatsoe has died. Maphatsoe passed away yesterday. He was an ANC MP and former Deputy Defence and Military Veterans Minister. Maphatsoe was also a member of the ANC National Executive Committee until December 2017. eNCA's Pule Letshwiti Jones is tracking that story and joins us now for an update. And Pule, the leadership of the ANC expected to visit Kebby Maphatsoe's home. I see you are in Meyersdal this morning. What can you tell us about the tributes that are being paid to the late Kebby Maphatsoe?
Well, a very good morning to us, and definitely we are expecting the ANC, Deputy Secretary General Jessie Duarte to make her way any moment from now. Actually, they have released a statement to say that they would be paying their respects to the Maphatsoe family as well. We do know that the person who will be speaking on the family's behalf is Kebby Maphatsoe's brother, but we can also now reveal that the MKMVA spokesperson Carl Niehaus has also been facilitating some of the arrangements on behalf of the family, is also here. In fact, what we've been told is that we will be allowed to actually speak to the family spokesperson anytime from now, and we do know that more ANC officials whose names haven't been revealed will be making their way today to actually pay their respects here as well.
Yeah, and at this particular moment, I imagine, Pule, that there'll be a lot of reflection about the role and contribution of Kebby Maphatsoe within the struggle against apartheid in South Africa, within the life of the organization he served, the ANC, but also within government.
Well, definitely, Tulas, and also within the advancement of the MKVA as a military wing organization to the ANC. But we should also not turn a blind eye to the fact that, he had, of course, tried to ensure that the MKMVA does not get disbanded, trying to save it. In fact, writing letters to the ANC Deputy Secretary General Jessie Duarte to say, can they have an official meeting with the Office National Bearers to say that there should be some sort of political way to try and ensure that the MKMVA isn't disbanded. But there hadn't been a response from Duarte regarding those letters. And those are just some of the things that they were actually trying to resolve before his passing. In fact, one of the main important things as well was to say that in the letter written by Kebby, to say that how can we advance peace and go for the 60th MKVA conference, which will administer peace between the councils, which is MK Council, which is led by the likes of Gregory Ntatisi, and of course the MKMVA, which the president would be Kebby Maphatsoe. So those are some of the unanswered obstacles that have been going on before his passing. But furthermore, in a statement by the disbanded MKMVA yesterday, saying he will be remembered as an activist and of course someone who actually was a man of integrity within the MKMVA as well.
Yeah, and I imagine, Pule, that this might be a moment for the ANC to perhaps have a cessation of hostilities, because, let's face it, at the time of his passing, Kebby Maphatsoe was leader of the disbanded MKMVA, and the ANC itself is locked in this almost perpetual factional situation that they are facing. So I imagine that this provides a moment for people to just pause and reflect and think back about, retrace where they went wrong in terms of their differences.
Definitely. Tulas, just as to what you were saying, right now we have the spokesperson of the disbanded MKMVA, Carl Niehaus, in the House. The Deputy Secretary General of the ANC is expected to arrive. Carl Niehaus had been writing, of course, as well, statements, sending it to the ANC, dubbing the organization as a dictator organization, which does not want to listen to the likes of Kebby Maphatsoe, and of course some of the guys within the peace committee, which include Tony Ngeni, saying that these are some of the things that they are shying away from. These are some of the things that will make them not to want to speak to the organization and not to want to make peace with the fact that they cannot go to the conference later this year and try to actually administer unity between them and the MK Council. So these are some of the questions that the Jessie Duarte may have to answer today as to what's next and how far are they with the advancement of the unitary conference, which has been much anticipated and has to take place later this year.
All right, thank you for that. We'll touch base with you a bit later on, Pule, when the Deputy Secretary General of the ANC, Jesse Duarte, arrives there at the home of the late Kebby Maphatsoe. That's eNCA's Pule Letshwiti Jones there. Also touching on the important, really important milestone that's coming up at the end of this year on the 16th of December, which is the anniversary of the founding of Umkhonto weSizwe, separate, of course, from the Military Veterans Association, MKMVA, but MK itself founded on the 16th of December in 1961. And that will be, if I calculate correctly, I think it will be the 60th anniversary. So it's a key milestone. There's conversations about unity, about this cause, because whatever we say about the failings of the ANC, I happily admit that this was a cause that many, many young people, generations of young people in this country, ordinary young people, forget the top leadership and their factions, etc. Ordinary young South Africans decided to dedicate the best years of their lives to this cause. It's worth reflecting. So that's